You are listening to Eye of the Triangle, WKNC's weekly public affairs program from the campus of North Carolina State University in Raleigh. Any views and opinions expressed during Eye of the Triangle do not represent NC State or student media. Hello everyone, I'm Shradha Bhatia. I'm the Public Affairs Director here at WKNC Eye on the Triangle. So, this episode is all about how everyone else spent their fall break catching up on sleep or studying, and I ended up in a van full of people heading 5 hours away to Rutherford, North Carolina for an NC State's Alternative Service Break program. So, we were going there to do some community service with the Rutherford Housing Partnership, which helps repairs homes for people who need it. And I recorded bits along the way, talked to a few people, and well, here's what the trip really felt like. So, firstly, the ride there. We started around 5 in the evening, so by the time we actually got on the road, the sun was like already setting. The traffic was so bad, like really, really bad. We were supposed to stop for groceries, but we scrapped the plan. We were like, you know what, we're running late. It's fine. So, and that and there was a moment with the incident response truck. Not a crash, okay, not a crash, but like close enough that everyone in the van like woke up. Like everyone was dead silent, and then we started back again. And in between, I was taking a nap. It was around like 8, I guess. I was like taking a nap in the van, and suddenly I woke up to people talking about conspiracy theories. I was like, you know what? Now this is a real group of people, because like we were talking about every single thing, and then realized that somehow we came to the conclusion that every conspiracy theory ends up as some kind of insurance fraud. We're not getting deep into that, but like, yeah, sure. And then here's some clips from the van.
Positive. Yes, okay. When I first got this, I didn't turn it on all the way. I thought I did. Anyway, and then I put it in drive and it started rolling backwards and I rolled into a truck. But it didn't do anything.
You hit it?
Yeah.
What? Oh no.
Well, I've been slow on the pedal. But, you know, we also almost hit a car.
Oh, I heard about it. That was at the very beginning, right?
Oh, no. Okay. Well, I was merging with another car and I almost hit.
No, I mean like I could look.
It
out
was.
and see
It
the
was.
view.
It was like real close.
Like we were in there laying with them.
So ignore our laughs, because like it was a very chaotic car ride there, okay? So then we finally reached around like 11 p.m. Everyone was so tired. So when we finally reached there, we were supposed to stay at the First Baptist Church in Rutherford, NC. And we were going to stay in the church basement. Everyone was so skeptical about it, because like, church basement, are we serious? And then, but when we went inside, it was so warm and cozy. It had fairy lights and everything. It was so warm. Like, we were like, you know what? We're just going to stay here forever, because like, it was so cute. So, cut to the morning. We were all tired still, because we slept on air mattresses, half deflated air mattresses. Anyways, so every day we were supposed to get there by like 7 a.m. sharp, but like we got at the church by like 11. So we were like, you know what? We're gonna go like around 8. So we went there by 8, and we met the person in charge for the Rutherford Housing Partnership. His name was Seth, and the most sweetest person I've ever met, okay? And then he was telling us about the mission of Rutherford Housing Partnership. And their mission is to eliminate substandard housing and make sure every resident in Rutherford County has access to safe and affordable homes. They run programs like Housing Matters, where people can even donate their homes to be renovated and provided to families in need, literally transforming lives and neighborhoods. We helped with the repair and maintenance work, the kind of stuff that seems small in the moment, but like really helps and makes a huge difference for someone's everyday comfort. And during the whole process, I interviewed Seth, and here's what he had to say.
Well, my name is Seth. I'm with the organization Rutherford Housing Partnership here in Forest City, North Carolina. And today we're working on a Section 8 home that we're rehabbing and re-roofing to have available for the market. Today all the students will be working on demoing and tearing off the roof and getting prepped for tomorrow to do a little structural work. Also, they've been inside pulling up old flooring and tearing down old ceiling and pulling out cabinets and general cleanup on the property. And then as we continue the next 4 days, we will be re-roofing the whole house and finish the cleanup. If we have time, we'll get into a little detail, maybe do a little painting too. And that'll probably be about all we'll get into on this project.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
One of my favorite parts wasn't even the work, even though I got to use like power tools for the first time and learned how to use a hammer like properly. I've never done this before, and it was such a good experience for me. But it wasn't about the work, it was about the people who went with me. And I talked to a few other students about why they joined the trip, and some said to make an impact, and others said to step out of their comfort zone. And by the second night, everyone was just comfortable with everyone. And we would sit around after dinner, talk, laugh, share stories, and there was this calm sense of purpose. Like, yeah, we were tired, but it felt good to be tired for something real because we were actually making an impact. And here's what one of those students who volunteered had to say about it.
My name is Bradley Huff. I'm a third year in civil engineering. Right now, I am on the ASB trip to Rutherford, North Carolina. I joined ASB because I had heard so many great things about all of the different ASB trips, and I figured like now is the best time to spring into action. I think that this ASB trip has been really cool, and I think that the reason why people should join is just because of the bonds that are formed. I feel like I've met so many different people that come from so many different majors, so many different opportunities, and so while doing this service project, I've formed these great connections. Yeah.
So I also talked to one of the team leads, and this is what he had to say.
Hey guys, this is Bobby. I'm one of the co-leaders out here, me and Lily, and we're up on the roof right now. I'm with Shradha, and we're making really good progress. We've already got basically all the stuff off the roof. This year we brought a team that's about twice as large as we normally bring, so we're making really fast progress on the roof. So hopefully we'll get this done before the end of the week. Yeah, so first day.
Let's go.
And I met this incredible 77-year-old lady. She was super sweet, and she's been working with RHP, and here's what she said.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Janet Jolly, and I'm a 77-year-old groundsperson for the Women Roofers of Rutherford County. And we're so glad to have these people from state here they're doing more than just roofs. They're working on the inside of a house too. And we hope they get a chance to ride up to Lake Lure and Chimney Rock and see what a hurricane does to the mountains. Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Then I also talked to another volunteer, and then she was telling me about how she's been working for many years with RHP, and then now she brought in her daughter, and they both work together, and I just think that's so wholesome and sweet. And you know what the best part about all of this is? That every morning we'd wake up at 6 and then we'd make sandwiches for lunch, and somewhere along the day we would go, like while we're working, we're gonna eat the sandwiches. And we all had this inside joke going on that we would say, you know what, let's go on a bathroom break, and which secretly meant let's go to McDonald's run. And it was a ritual now, like everybody knew about it. And like for the full 5 days, we would go to McDonald's every single day. And on the last day, so it was Seth's birthday, so we made him a cookie cake, and we thank Andrew for that. He was the goat for making that, and he did that. And then we went to a restaurant to celebrate his birthday, which is super sweet. So yeah, and somewhere in between all that, the early mornings and everything, and the mini naps on the roof, because like of course you have to nap on the roof, like it's so peak. And yeah, and the McDonald's run. I had to study for my Cal 3 midterm because it was the day after we get back, and so I was pulling all nighters while also nonstop working. Like, hello, but yeah, it was super fun, and at the end of the day, it was worth it. And honestly, I wouldn't change any of that because those days felt unreal, and it felt like I truly mattered. Like I was helping out the community, which gave me a sense of purpose. So that's all for this episode, and huge thanks to the Rutherford Housing Partnership and NC State's Alternative Service Break program for making this trip possible. And if you ever get a chance, go on one of these trips because it's not just about the service, it's about perspective. And thanks for listening. I'm your host, Shradha. Thank you. This has been Eye on the Triangle from WKNC 88.1 FM HD1 Raleigh. Our theme song is Krakatoa by Noah Stark. Licensed under Creative Commons. To re-listen to this or any other episode, visit wknc.org/podcast or subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you for listening.